All right, so you official. You're going to Spring Hill College. You graduate from Franklin. Summer's over.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to preseason training. So, what was that like? You go over there. You're freshman. You're 18 years old.
Man, preseason
What's that like?
is the worst experience ever.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
Worst experience ever. Every year, that's what you dread. Because, like, no matter how much training and stuff you do in the summer, you're never really going to train as hard as, like, preseason is going to be.
Yeah.
Because they bring you out there to kill you, really, for that preseason. And then my first preseason was crazy. Just being, like, as young as I was, as small as I was probably, like, 5'10", 5'11", and then, like, 100 and maybe, like, 60, 65 pounds. And which isn't like tiny, but compared to some of the college men, you could have grown men.
Yeah.
I had a guy who was 28 on my team my freshman year, because it's like international, and so when they come, it's
a lot different.
And so you're going out there and you're really playing with like grown men, and so you really have to get yourself to par like quickly. And so man, you're running a lot, you're competing, scrimmaging, doing all that, and that was tough, but it was just a small like window of kind of like getting it together. And me in my head, I knew I was playing my freshman year there.
Oh yeah, you knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. We had talked about it. We had like seen it. I watched them play. I fit cleanly in. Like it was just I was gonna be there playing. And so that preseason like window was me really like getting ready and getting used to everything. But still did not prepare me for that first game of my freshman year. Yeah, man, I got into the game my freshman year. This is like
a regular season game, or is it preseason?
A regular season game.
Okay.
First regular season game, first minutes on the college field.
Before that, though, when you were training with your team, did you feel like, damn, this level's too high? Did you feel it's too low?
I felt
you felt like I was
the
good?
Level, like, it was something I was challenging. I wouldn't say it was too. I didn't just walk into college and just
coasted. Yeah.
No, it was something to where it was challenging when I first got there, because your mind is just not used to, one, the speed, and then two, how physical the players are.
So like, you noticed that right away.
You notice it straight away, because I was always fast and I was always like pretty physical.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the norm when you're going to college. And so I got out there, and it's like, okay, I have to play faster, which I can do, but I got to get into the mode of actually doing it. Right. I have to have a better touch, which I can do, but I have to be able to do it
consistently too.
Consistently.
Yeah.
And then just being around it, you eventually get accustomed to it and kind of get used to playing that way.
Mm-hmm. So going back then, we're first game, regular season.
Oh yeah, man.
Freshman
first game,
year.
I'm starting. I get out there.
Where you playing at?
National. I'm playing the 10.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm playing a 10, attacking mid, man. I played, which was something that I played in high school, but naturally I'm like a 9 or like a winger. Mm-hmm. So I played usually the 7, 11, or 9. But in college, he was like, look, we're going to try something out this year. We want you at the 10. My boy Eba was playing a 9. Listen, I promise you, all of his goals, he'll tell you all his goals. I probably assisted almost every single one of the things.
He come in with you, or was he older?
No. He was older than me.
Okay.
By a few years. And so,
is it the first time you ever played the 10?
No, I played in high school, but that's not. No.
Yeah.
So it was my first time playing, and it was
right.
It was. I will tell you this. It took some adapting. My first game, man. Get out there, heart beating crazy. Sing a little national anthem. Go out, hear your name called on the thing. You're like, man, that's nice to hear. You know.
Yeah.
Whistle blows. I'm running. Okay, this is cool. Ball goes out for a throw in. First time touching the ball in college. The guy throws the ball into me. I turn, look up, see my teammate, pass him the ball. Guy steps in, intercepts the ball, goes the other way. They almost score.
Damn.
Coaches yelling at me. Assistant coaches yelling, screaming, cursing. I'm like, fuck, like this shit is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get my head in the game.
Yeah.
Because like in my head, man, I looked up. I was like, oh, he's open. I'm good. Passed the ball. Got
jumped it early.
Jumped it. Gone the other way. Man, so it took me like 5, 6, 7 minutes or so to kind of like get together. But man, after that, I was straight. I kind of got into it. That first game, I think we went into extra time. I played like 110 minutes my first game in college.
Damn, your very first game.
Very first game, played extra time.
And it's cool. Your coaches trusted you after a little mistake, looking a little rattled and everything.
I mean, that's part
that's
of
a
the
confidence
game.
boost.
You have to be able to have those mistakes, especially in a game like when you're playing soccer, where it's just back and forth, attack, defend. Man, after you make that mistake, and that's in any sport, you make that mistake where you have to be able to have short-term memory.
Quick,
with that.
Rebound quick.
And so I played in that game, and man, afterwards was completely dehydrated, suffering from heat exhaustion, everything. I went out to eat with my parents, ate a little bit, and then threw it all up.
Damn.
Like I was dying.
You were sick.
I just had never played 120 minutes at like really, because in club ball you play like 90.
Yeah.
You'll go to extra time sometimes. But man, we played the 420
at a new harder level.
Crazy pace that I was not used to. And so after that, man, I was like, all right, this ain't happening again.
Right.
And man, no lie, after that, man, we went a couple games in my freshman year where we went 90 plus minutes, and I played almost every single minute. And I was probably the fittest I'd ever been, because I was playing a role like the 10. I was playing all the minutes, and so it was like it was a good feeling knowing that, one, you were able to play at that level, but two, that you were kind of trusted to do so.
Yeah. So you go through your freshman year, and I mean, it sounds successful because you were freshman of the year.
Freshman year.
Played all the games?
Pretty much all the games. I think I didn't start in like one of them. Mm-hmm. It's a disciplinary thing. We're not gonna talk about it. It was me just being a dummy during one of our film sessions.
That's all right. That's all right.
You bounce back. It's
right.
Learning just being stupid, but run through freshman year this is the thing. It was personally successful, but team-wise, we did not have a very good season.
Okay.
And that was like tough, because you're in that mixed mind where you're like, damn, I came out here, I killed it my freshman year. Mm-hmm. My coach was like, okay, look,
we need you to
do this again next year, and we're set.
Yeah.
And so, but as a team, we did not, and that's what's most important when you're in a team game like this. This isn't just you.
Yeah.
Your whole team has to be able to bring it. You have to be able to make the players around you better. So
what's better than eating is feeding your fam.
Exactly. Here you go with the jokes again. So, like, it was more of like, okay, well, how do we translate this to the next year? And so, man, it was tough. But the next year, we got in a load of different players and things like that. And now this year was a different kind of challenge. Our team was really good, but I wasn't clicking probably like I was the year before.
Still playing a 10?
Still playing a 10, sometimes out in the 7, sometimes out in the 11. Still not at the 9 because of Iba.
Okay.
But nah, he that's my boy. He's solid.
He was doing his thing to hold it down?
Solid 9. Okay. But my sophomore year, I was kind of like bouncing around because we had brought in so many different players that everyone was getting rotated so much that really, if you were in there, you were in there for a little bit here and then kind of bouncing out and then getting back in, which we had a very successful season doing so. But the personal accolades weren't there. Okay. And so now in your head, you're like, okay, do I still have it? Is it me? Am I the problem? But you can't be selfish like that because your team's doing well.
Didn't you win that year too?
Yeah, we won.
You got the little ring to.
Oh no, this is my junior.
Oh, this is junior year. Okay. So we got the personal success freshman year, sophomore year, team success. But now we're trying to put both together.
We're trying to mesh them both together.
Okay.
And my sophomore year was a challenging time for me because when you're sitting back and seeing your team do well, but you're contributing, but not as much as you want to, you kind of have to put that pride aside and be like, okay, I still have to be able to be there and train hard and all those things, and that's always like difficult. Another learning experience, in life. And so that season goes through. We do extremely well, and then my junior year rolls around. Okay. This year I bounced into the 9 position. Eva's gone. Bum ass. Yeah. Eva's gone. We still love you, but he out of here.
He graduated.
Yeah. Okay. He's done playing. All his years are up. And so I bounced in a 9. I played the 7 and 11 sometimes. But mainly around like the 9. But
was it known that once Eva graduates, you're the automatic 9, or is there like somebody else that was?
It was more of like okay, this is where we would like you to play. But once again, we're doing a lot of recruiting, and whatever works best for the team, that's what we're gonna do.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah. And we had a really good player come in, and he ended up playing the 9 a lot, and I played the 7 and 11 a good bit. But sometimes I'll float in as 9, which is where I got most of my goals when I played there. Was when I played right there in the 9. That's where I'm most comfortable at.
Yeah.
And so we go through that season. We end up doing extremely well again. Once again, there's the team success. Not as much personal success as it was a freshman. I wasn't playing 110 minutes every game, which I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But it was for the team's best interest sometimes that you do let someone else come in, get their minutes in, and then you come back.
Put a good shift in, and then you
back. Yeah. But when I did get in and play my minutes and put those in, man, it was goals, it was assists, it was end products. And
so now both.
Now they're kind of like meshing and merging. Still not on the level I want, but still in a point to where I know that I'm doing what I need to do.
You're happy,
and I'm happy on that side.
Yeah.
But more importantly, our team is also winning.
Right.
So we go to the conference tournament, which is you play in the conference tournament. If you win that, you go to the national tournament. This is the whole NCAA tournament. And so we play in the conference. We're in our second round for the semis. We're playing Lee University.
Okay.
Man, they are kicking our ass. Like, man, we are running all over the place. We are chasing the ball most of the half. And they end up scoring on us. We're down 1-0. There's probably about I would say 7 to about 10 minutes left in the game. And we get a free kick. Ball comes in. I score 1-1.
Oh, a little header thing?
Yeah, header. Boom.
Yeah.
1-1.
Okay.
This is like a couple minutes left in the game.
Okay.
Man, we get...
you got a clip of that video?
I do have a clip.
We'll put that up. We'll put that up.
To you.
So it's tied up 1-1?
It's tied up 1-1.
Okay.
We get a throw in. Get a long throw in. One of my boys, Luca, he gets a flick on. I'm in the box. Score again. 2-1. This is what, like... 3 minutes left. We are going insane.
Damn.
Because this is the conference tournament, man.
Yeah.
We're going to the finals. Like,
yeah.
We're happy. We're going crazy. We'll
get both clips on this then. I didn't know you scored twice.
We got to get both of those. Man, that goes through. And then there's like a minute or so left in the game. Something like a little bit of time. And they get an indirect free kick in the box. Like, we're the whole team lined up on the goal line, man. And they're about to get like a chance at a shot on goal.
How close are they?
Man, probably like 7-8 yards out.
Damn.
The whole team is on the line. That's how close they are because we can't go back.
Yeah.
10 yards, but we can't even go back further.
Yeah.
So we're all on the goal line, and it's a crazy picture. I'm gonna get that to you too.
Okay.
Man, and they take a shot. We get a deflection, and it goes out. And so after that, man, the time runs down. We win the semis, and that game was probably the most lit game like I've ever had. Like. In college, as far as like a personal standpoint, because it just
both ways though, because you won and you contributed.
But it was just like, man, it was insane. It was just a crazy feeling. Just felt like everything was going right. And so that game was on such a high, man. We go home from that game, we're wired for the rest of the night. Like, we're going crazy. We sleep. Go and play in the final for the conference tournament.
Next day?
Sorry, we had a day off and then we played Sunday.
Okay.
In the final for the conference tournament. And that game, we ended up winning that comfortably, like 3-1.
Okay.
Still a pretty tough game, but the comparison to the other game, man, that game
it was nothing.
We had control of that game. Like that game, even though they were like a better team, we had more control of that game. And we won that out, man. I got team of the tournament for my performance from the semifinal game. We got the rings and stuff for winning the conference, which that's right here, nice and pretty. Which shout out to my pops.
Zoom that in a little bit. Go ahead, take it off and just show them the details behind that. Like Mark Ingram says, look at the details.
That's for my pops right there, by SHC. Little 17-2 for the season. It's for him because, man, my ring I won in high school. This man lost it.
He lost your high school ring?
He lost my high school ring.
Okay.
And so, but we have this thing in our family that, man, if it's just a material thing, if it breaks, we lose it, anything like that, we kind of just throw it to the side.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter, you know? There's more important things in life, so.
Correct.
I told him, I was like, all right, cool. And I told him this in my head. I was like, this was my, like, junior year or so in high school. I was like, I'm going to just get you another one. It's cool.
Boom.
And there it is. And I really don't even wear this. I only wore it for today.
Right.
And he just wears it on his pinky. He got way bigger hands than me, dude. His hand is huge. But he just wears it on
like an everyday kind of thing?
Man, he wears it all the time.
Wow.
And that's how I know, that makes me more happy than myself wearing it. Like, seeing him wearing it, he sports it, and he, like, is something that he's proud of.
Basically showing you off.
Yeah,
on a daily basis,
So, like, that warms my heart all the time. And so,
Great junior year.
Yeah, great junior year.
Okay.
That's like, we get up here, and then my senior year hits, which I had a good, like, personal achievement there. I played pretty well in all of my games, got some goals, some assists here and there, but then as a team, we did not do very well, man. There were some personal problems going on in the team. It just did not feel like right.
Mm-hmm.
And once
kind of
again,
shitty for your senior year.
Yeah, and once again, we was at that little peak, and it just dropped. And a lot of things happened, and then we ended up getting bounced in our conference final, so we couldn't even go play in the NCAA tournament, which, going back to my junior year, we got bounced in our junior year by Miles. Miles, if you're out there watching this, I still don't like you. He went on to win the full national tournament, like the NCAA, like D2.
He won the whole thing?
He won the whole natty.
Oh, that's the one that's went to Barry?
He went to Barry, yep. Their team was disgusting.
That was first round? Y'all lost first round?
We lost first round of the national tournament. To them, but they went and won the whole thing, man. So you can't even be mad at it.
Right.
But it was a real good game. Scored
and
in
that's
that game
that's the
as well.
Your boy from however young, right?
Yeah, that's my boy from Chicago Fire, man.
And you were talking about that too, about all the rings in high school. You went big time to college, and he went and just got the national.
He didn't get one in high school, but he went to college and got the national. Like,
so he won.
He won it for real. Like, he got it for real. So, but it's really cool to see, like, all my, like, close, like, young friends that I played with go and, like, succeed, man.
Do big things.
And seeing him out in Miami, bro, I broke curfew. He brought me.
Bro, as you should from Miami. What a city, bro. Like, what a city.
He came to scoop me up. Shout out to him. We went and had Steak and Shake.
Wait, was this before the national game?
This is before our tournament game we played against each other.
Okay.
We
so you could be a little reckless at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, we had a good time talking.
You see the city?
Going back to my hotel. No, we couldn't do all that, man.
Okay.
Being a bad influence. We couldn't do all that, but we just got food and then he brought me back. That was wholesome. A really good experience because it's like, man, like I really just, from the places that we were from, when it comes to like the colleges where we're from, we're never really supposed to play against each other.
Right.
And we get to do it in like at such a big stage. It was crazy, man.
That was your senior year?
Yeah. That was my junior year. My junior year.
Okay. Damn, junior year, what a year.
Yeah, it was, man, junior year was turned. Junior year was turned. It was a real good year, man. And so we go to the senior year, and I think that's where kind of like my transition from playing and my life being strictly about soccer kind of started to change and go in like a different direction.
Okay. All right, so senior year sounds like it wasn't very successful.
Success it depends on how you want to measure your success.
Okay.
I think that
Jesus
goes for
Christ.
everything. What?
Philosopher, bro.
I'm serious, man.
No, that's facts, though.
It depends on how you want to measure success. If I want to put it just basically on what I told myself my junior year, which was depending on how the senior year goes, that'll really tell me what I'm doing with this soccer stuff. Because I had been to a point to where I think I competed well enough to take it even to the next level.
Right.
And so I was like, man, senior year is really going to tell me where I want to go. So if I'm looking at it on that standpoint, it wasn't that successful because we didn't do really much in my senior year. But if I'm looking at it as just like a personal terms of what I had accomplished in those years, man, my senior year just capped off just a great accomplishment. One, through playing through soccer, and then two, just living a life that I enjoyed and having like everything that I had wanted really out of my college experience. And on those terms, it was definitely successful. I had basically got through that first semester.
It's all relative.
It's definitely relative. Got through the first semester, second semester left, finished through that, and it was just more of like just me just happy that I had done it, man, and I had really gotten there.
And you a COVID grad.
Yeah.
That shit must be.
Man. COVID did some things, man. And moving after my senior year, I had an assistant who was on kind of like the same time that I was on, who looked at me and was like, look, I think that you have what it takes to be able to play at like the next level.
Did you have that thought while in college?
Yeah, I've always had that thought ever since I really decided to take it seriously. It was like I could see myself playing pro, like actually doing something past like playing in college.
Okay. So this assistant kind of noticed that too? Yeah,
he kind of had that idea where it was just like, okay, I think you have that passion, you have what it takes, but this is obviously up to you. You let me know and I'll make the contacts and you'll be out there. Yeah. And this was way in New Zealand. Like, I would have to go and like after my second semester, after I like graduated and stuff, I would be on a plane gone.
Okay.
Like gone.
And what was over there? You had a trial with a club or something?
Man, I had trial and I would play, do my trial and stuff. Probably work like a little tiny bit, but just really just getting onto a team and then going from there. And it was really taking like a big risk on myself, you know?
Yeah, that's far, bro.
That's far and all those things. But going through, I had been debating it, man. I had been debating, praying about it, everything. And once COVID hit, I felt like a sign. I was like, damn, because all that meant everything
got shut down.
Shut down. Like you couldn't go nowhere. Leagues, even like the big leagues here in the U.S., man, like NBA.
Everything got shut down quick.
Like, man, and I'm like, okay, I don't think it's the smartest for me to just go out there like blind. Right. And I probably could not have anyway.
True. And if you did, what if you got stuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that would have been tough. And so I decided that was my sign for me to not take that on. And so I finished my last half of my semester with COVID back home, Zooming and everything. Sleeping in class and stuff.
Right.
Waking up for my 8 a.m. Turning it on, turning that camera off, and just sleep.
You can listen though. Close your eyes. I'm listening.
I'm still listening. But I passed through all them classes. 37.
Okay.
Like I was doing my
smart
stuff.
One. There you go.
So
when COVID happened, you went back home, and the New Zealand thing just completely fell through.
The New Zealand thing, it had not completely, but it was something where I was like, man, I don't see how that's gonna work for me.
So you really took COVID as a sign, and like, okay, this is a
sign.
Literally my answer.
I had got back to being around my family, man, and that like solidified it. Being around my family and my friends completely solidified it. Because in those 4 years of being out in school, man, I was never home. I was home and even though it was that close, because I had devoted so much time to just playing and schooling and all that, I was only home like for the big holidays,
right?
And that's it. And so they would see
you got
me
more time with family and everything.
And man, being home with family and things like that, bro, I was just at a point to where I had just fell in love with that aspect of my life again. Yeah,
just being back with the roots.
Being happy, man. And so I did that, and I ended up telling the coach, look, I don't think this is like what's right for me.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, this is just an opportunity that I thought would be good for you. So of course this isn't something that I'm about to hold against you or anything like that. So definitely thankful for the opportunity, and it's something that I obviously think about here and there, but no regrets at all. Man.
Yeah.
None.
So once you graduated, your professional, I guess, aspirations not died, but you just chose a different profession.
Definitely.
Okay.
I chose a different profession, which was working in I do that now, and I enjoy what I do, man.
And for the people who don't know, what do you do right now? And where you at?
I'm a financial analyst. I'm here in the city, New Orleans, and I work from home.
Blessed. That's
work
blessed.
from home. That's turned.
That is blessed.
And it's an enjoyment.
And are you still involved in the game right now?
Yeah, man. I play around mostly with friends for fun, and like small sided because 11s is a lot of running, and I drink a lot, so. That's another thing. If I was to get back into playing seriously, I would have to change my lifestyle a lot. Like a whole lot. Because when I was in college, during the seasons, I never drank. My boys can tell you this.
Really?
I didn't touch anything.
So this whole lifestyle is new to you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying not having to go run.
Listen, man. Kendrick was here last Friday, and I made the mistake trying to stay up with him, drinking tequila Sprites. Nope. I mean, of course, I remember this concert, great time. I came home, but the next morning I was fighting. I was
That's
fighting.
What happens. You come out with me, you have yourself a great time.
And then he was out the next night.
Me too. Yeah, I was out the whole weekend. That's what I do now, man. I'm catching up. Everybody else was turning college.
You're trying to get your time in now.
I gotta catch up. So,
damn.
But man,
so you're just playing locally, little leagues, adult leagues,
bro, just chilling, playing
some
with
touches on
friends,
it.
Enjoying it, and I really, really enjoy it, man. It's fun playing with people that you like love to be around and just have like good relationships with, and just feeling like I just don't have to put in, I guess the works of like going running and like trying to perfect something.
Yeah, the real dedication and all that. Yeah,
man, just time away from people, and that's the biggest thing. Again, is just the time away. Like, if I would have taken the professional thing and gone over there, man, there is no telling how much longer I would have just been away from family.
Yeah,
like that was
New Zealand
like
too, bro. That's not
far.
That's not close. You gotta go.
I think that's like 23 hours.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, so like, man, all that was in my head just running, and so being there, I definitely know that I picked like the correct decision and something that God had for me.
He has it all planned out. You just following the course.
Cause like, man, I was in college. When I was in college, I like missed the births of my nieces and everything. Man, that's like stuff I can't.
And you close with them too. I know that.
Man, yes, love them to death. Shout out my sister. Brought me them two bundles of joy in my life. But
let's segue off that too, because we have the Instagram questions, right?
Yeah.
And I know your sister hit me with a bunch.
Oh God.
Of course she got to. But yeah, every time on Instagram, before I have a guest on my story, I'm going to put a little picture with them in a little question tab and hit me with whatever questions, man. Even if you don't know the people, man, just ask some random questions. I don't know what's going on with Donte, but he's a very popular man. From about like 25 accounts, I probably got damn near 50 questions. For the sake of time, because we got a men's league to go to, and he's got to score, and I got to lock down the bag because I'm like
Facts.
that. But we're gonna hit some questions that I thought were really important, and then some funny ones just to get to know Donte a little bit more. So, your sister had asked a question: would you coach soccer if the opportunity was there?
Ooh, that is a great question. Wow. What I do now, I guess, kind of attests to coaching is I give out lessons to like people that I'm pretty close with, or people that I know. I could take it to the next level and actually do it as like a profession, which I might, but for the meantime, everybody that I kind of know that plays and things like that, I give out, man. I've trained and stuff for free because it's just something that I enjoy doing, and I just love, I love teaching kids because, one, I know for a fact, going back to like my first coaching and stuff, they did a lot for me in that beginning stage. Yeah,
that's right.
And without that, who knows?
It all comes full circle.
Exactly. And so I give out as much info as I can with those. But on the full side of coaching, man,
like
that would be
official
tough.
club,
official club, no, because here in the city, because of how it is, what you're getting into is more of a money grab thing where you don't have enough time with the kids, you don't have the right resources with the kids. It feels like a 5-day-a-week thing where I have all the resources and all those things, man, 100%, because then you're only focused on the kids. But right now in the city, you're focused on being like a manager. You have to manage money, you have to manage funds, you have to manage this, you have to manage that, and the coaching kind of gets lost. So that side of it I don't like. That's why I like to do the personal things, because it's strictly coaching. It's me and you. And
skills, the game.
For you.
Yeah.
So that kind of answers that.
And then quick 2-part question: favorite player, favorite team.
Oh,
and I'm gonna say favorite player all time.
Favorite player all time.
1. And favorite team.
All right. My favorite team is Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea supporter.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My favorite player of all time. That is so tough. Now I'm gonna give you 2 parts of this. Okay. So growing up is because I started supporting Chelsea was because of Drogba.
Okay.
Being a young black kid playing soccer in America, it is tough to see players that look like you when you play. So watching the Prem back then, I seen Drogba. I was like, he plays striker. Yeah. He's good. Yeah. I want to be like him. And so he was my favorite player growing up because it was like I saw myself like there. As I got a little bit older, I started to analyze the game more and started seeing players that I felt like I could actually play like. Because Drogba is like 6'3", 6'4", big. That's not my play style. Strong, just touch, like not really fast or anything like that, just like scoring and stuff. So as I got a little bit older, I started to look at players that were more like myself, and I fell in love with Zaha. Still my favorite player today.
Wilfred Zaha, really? Damn.
Still
No,
my
I
favorite
like
player
him.
to-
He's. I
still
just
my
never hear
favorite
that.
player I know not a lot
Nah,
of
that's
people that's
dope.
his favorite player.
Yeah.
Because I saw in him, he wasn't like perfect at everything, man. It wasn't like he was the best goal scorer, the best dribbler, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like he had his challenges and everything. Like, and I saw all of that. And sometimes, I mean, his emotions get the best of him and stuff like that. But I love him for just him being like who he is as a player. And
Nah, he's a bad boy for real. He does his thing every week.
Yeah, I love him. I love him to death.
So we got a couple of questions that are pretty much the same kind of question. So basically, looking back at your whole college experience and how you got to a college and your decision making and everything, would you make the same decisions again, or would you have taken a different path or gone about it differently?
I'm very strong on like everything happens for like a reason, and kind of living my life off of like having like no regrets on things. So I really wouldn't go back and change anything, but there are things that you kind of like note and say, okay, maybe I would have done that like a little bit differently. And I think my biggest thing is the recruitment process of how late I kind of did it, or how late I kind of jumped into the game. I would have done it a little bit earlier so that maybe a place like UNCG would have been actually attainable.
Yeah.
Because if I do that a little bit earlier and I get those tapes out and I get those contacts in earlier,
maybe you get that full ride earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I get a full ride to a D1 school. Maybe I'm able to do. And that's really the only thing. Because outside of that, I really enjoyed my college experience. But I always have the thoughts of, okay, what if you would have played at a D1 level? What would have been different for you? And that's really it.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great answer, though. Another question. Biggest thing you learned from playing at the collegiate level?
Ooh. You have to be coachable. You have to be able to learn, because realistically, I didn't learn to properly like strike a ball. You have to be willing to learn, coach, but also perfect your own craft. Okay. I didn't really learn to properly like strike a ball exactly how I wanted to, and obviously you keep learning as much as you play. But until like my freshman and sophomore year in college, like it was many a days of just me going out there training to just shoot and making the ball do exactly what I wanted it to.
And put it where you want it, yeah.
Exactly where I wanted. Because at that time, obviously, you're at the college level now. You need to shoot harder and way more precise to be able to score, you know? Yeah. And so I was still obviously good at shooting the ball, but it wasn't nothing to where it was like, man, that's like damn, you know? Yeah. And so it was just being coached, being able to learn not only from coaches, but from other players who are older than you, and even ones that are younger than you, because they can know things too. Yeah. You can't just cut it off to, I'm only going to listen to my coach. You just got to be a sponge, basically. Yeah, you have to soak in as much information as possible. So being able to be coachable and perfecting your craft, man.
Okay. Did your expectations of college soccer before arriving match the reality of what you had?
Yes. I always thought that it was going to be something that was challenging. But I always had the thought in my mind that even though it would be challenging, I know for a fact that I can compete with anyone. Okay. Like I always had that mindset. All it took was just a period for me to get used to it. But I feel like I could 100% compete. Let me just obviously get there and just get used to that style of play, the speed, all those things. Right. I'm there 100%. Okay. So it definitely matched up to what I felt like it would be.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to some less serious notes of questions. I got one question here, basically asking, what's Donte's favorite activity on Tuesdays, and why isn't he partaking in it tonight? Because today is Tuesday.
Shouts out to Jimmy, man. I already know who's asking that question. Taco Tuesdays on the Tuesdays, because Tuesdays are for the boys.
Just tacos though?
Taco Tuesdays. We also, that is it. That is all that's all he wants to hear is Taco Tuesdays.
Just tacos?
Just tacos. All right. Tacos and about 6 margaritas each.
Jesus.
We'd be turned. So we go to Taco Tuesday, get the drinks and the tacos rolling. And tonight I can't because we're gonna play mad late tonight. So,
yeah, late game. We might be even late to it, but I don't care.
That's fine. But we have to get that done. So
And
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'll be there next Tuesday.
He'll make up for you. This weekend even?
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure you will.
This weekend we outside.
We got one question saying we're gonna keep this one. I don't know what the answer is, but keep it PG, maybe slightly PG-13. Why is your nickname Big Flame?
Oh my, this is throwback. Jeez, this is high school stuff.
Okay.
That got to be from Brennan.
Yep.
For sure. So it's like a combination of the worlds here. Because, all right, so Jimmy, boy, just asked a question before. He was Lil Flame back in high school. Okay. So a Travis Scott reference, of course.
All right.
And so Brennan was Baby Flame. This is like our little trio, and then I was Big Flame. So that was
it is PG.
Yeah, it is PG. It's not crazy. What you thought?
Okay. What you thought? I don't know, bro. People be on here saying some wild shit that I cannot say.
That's
so,
our boy Brennan, man. Shouts out to him. I hope you out there living well, doing your thing.
We got someone bringing French in. He goes, tell him if he know the comment or comment faire le mauve.
Comment faire le mauve. It's something about come dance or something like that. Now I need to know. Translate that for me. That gotta be nobody but Geraldo trying to test me. He was my French teacher back in college. He was actually a goalkeeper, which he's playing in France right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's a goalkeeper.
Okay.
He also played against PSG a few years back. Like.
Legit, he was nice.
Legit. He's
French?
Yeah, he's French.
Damn.
He came to play. Geraldo, shout out to you. I love you, bro. Stop trying to quiz me on French.
Yeah, bro.
I don't remember that. It's been years since I heard that.
You know, je parle français aussi, bro. My French is crazy.
I
can't even comment.
Like that. I ain't built like that.
I'm playing, bro. I really know just enough in a lot of languages to get myself in some trouble. And then let's do one more question. Actually, I'll do two more. How booty cheeks is Camille at soccer? That's cap.
Camille's not booty cheeks.
What kind of disrespect is this, man?
I gotta know who that was.
Come on, man. It is my boyfriend.
Friends?
It's how many of them?
How many of them?
And then let's go ahead. Not even a question, just an admiration. I love this man.
Wow.
You got real fans out here.
That's crazy. I love y'all too. I don't know who that is, but I love you too, man. This has been a blessing, bro, being here talking some real stuff with you and just watching the podcast. We're gonna watch this continue to blow. If you have anybody who you think wants to be on here, or if you want to be on here,
he advertising for me, man.
SLT straight like that, because we like that out here, man.
All right, well, this man literally just went ahead and signed off for me, but thank you for everyone who's gonna watch this episode. Again, if you have any questions about anything about the game, please, like what Chef said last week, hit him up. I'm sure it's the same way with you.
Hit me up. I have
a bunch of free game.
Man, I have lots of free game when it comes to playing in college, going to the next level, anything, man.
And shout your Instagram out in case.
I would love up at verified. You know how to spell verified _ Donte Donte. Man, shout out.
Ask him questions, man. And if you're afraid to, just come ask me, and I'll relay the message over and get you on contact. But
exactly,
he's a good dude. I promise you. If he wasn't, we wouldn't be here right now.
Facts.
I came to New Orleans for school, made a couple friends, but a lot of them left to a different state, and I'm still here. And because of this man, I got a whole new network in New Orleans, bro.
Sir.
This is my dog in New Orleans. I really appreciate him joining. And just like that, what, you can sign me off again?
Oh, facts. It's straight like that.
That was smooth. Ooh, that was good.